In this video, I'm going to show you how you can make your service and AI records so that you can mark the start of a service period when a bull or a ram moved in with a group of cattle or sheep. This will be helpful not only because it can show you when that service period started and you'll be able to see all of those records in your natural service or AI reports, but it will also be useful come calving or lambing season because the sire can be automatically selected based off of service history when you come to create a new birth record against one of the dams that has been served in these records. So it really speeds up the process of creating a birth record and allocating the sire, as the system can automatically identify that sire from the service history instead of you having to search for the animal tag every time to record that information. So first of all, I'm just going to show you how you can create these records on the web portal on the computer, and then we'll switch over to the mobile app to show you that process as well. If you want to start by making a natural service record, let's say you just moved one of your bulls in with a group of cows, you can head to livestock here on the left-hand side, and then add records in the top right here. Here you'll have the option to select sheep or cattle if you have both on farm. In this example, I'm going to choose cattle, but the natural service record is very similar for both. So either way, this process will show you how to create that record. And then scroll down to the life cycle section here, and you can choose the natural service option. So within the record screen, you can then pick the service start date at the top of the screen here. I moved my bull in on Friday, so I'm just going to backdate it to then. The next box here is where we can select our sires. So if you click select animals, you have the usual options here of how to select your animals. In this case, I'm just going to select an individual. It'll bring up a list of all of the animals who are designated the bull age class on farm. So I can pick the correct one. I know it's this one here. Select him. You can also select multiple bulls at once if you wanted to, if you've moved a group in. And then underneath is where you just select the dams that he's serving. So again, I'm going to select here from paddocks, as I know the group of cattle are all in one field on my farm map. This means I can select that whole group really easily. So then I'm going to click paddock A. Those 10 animals are the cattle that bull's gone in with. Select those 10, double check we've got the correct details here. When you're happy with that, you can simply save the record, and that has created the natural service. If we then go to our farm map, take a look at that group of 10 animals. If we look at one of their history, you'll see they now have that natural service on the 11th has been recorded. We can click review to edit, delete, double check everything's correct, and make sure we've got the right information there. This will also be added to your natural service reports. If you head to reports on the left-hand side and then go to your natural service records here, you'll be able to see a full list of all of your service records across any chosen time frame. The second type of service record that we can record on the system is our artificial insemination or AI record. And to do this, follow the same process, head to livestock on the left, and then add records in the top right. Again, in this example, I'm going to choose cattle here, and scroll down to life cycle and choose artificial insemination. So this record has a few more fields that we can fill in. So first of all, we can select the dams that are being served at the top here. So I'm going to select from paddocks again, and I'm going to choose the 7 here in the cattle shed. Now that we've chosen our correct dams, we can then scroll down to the AI details. So if you have this set to basic, you've just got these details here. You can switch to advanced, which will allow you to select an existing animal from your individuals list, or you can switch to manual entry to enter all of the tag details, the name, IDs, codes, select breeds, herd book number. Put in as much detail as you like. only the fields with the asterisks here are mandatory, so don't feel the need to fill everything in if you don't need to. I'm just going to switch back to basics and select the conventional semen type. I can put in the sire name, select a breed here. We can put in the quantity of straws used here, and any additional costs if you wanted to, you can enter here for labor, etc. Then just like the service record, we can save that record, and that has now been recorded against those cows, and you'll be able to view that in the individual history and also in the AI reports. I can now show you how to record your service records on the mobile app. So again, it's a very similar and simple process. You can just head to Livestock at the bottom of the screen here. And then in the top right, just create a bulk record. Again, you can choose if you want to make this record for cattle or sheep. I'll choose sheep in this example just so you can see the record for a different species. Again, scroll down the list. We have our artificial insemination there and our natural service, which we're going to choose. And just like the cattle, you can select your sires. So we're going to select the ram that we've just moved in, choose him. And then we can select our dams from paddocks. We're going to select this group here in paddock 2. And you can see we've selected 76 animals. If we wanted to view those in more detail, we can tap show and it'll give us all of their tag details. We can move through the pages to view them. Got all their information. We can then tap save, and that's it recorded. Very simple and straightforward, and the same process for your artificial insemination records as well. If you had any questions or needed any support when you're doing this process, just head to menu in the bottom right corner there, and then the support option. And you'll see here you can contact support to send us a message. You can head to our help center. Here we have step-by-step articles on all of the different records. So if you just search for natural service in our help center, you will be able to find an article outlining how to create that record. We've got joining natural service records there at the top. So feel free to check out all of our support materials there. Equally, you can head to the AgRub Academy for videos and training sessions. But if you need anything from us, feel free to get in touch, and hopefully that's helpful.